everyone, welcome back to Positive Rewire. I'm Carissa. Sorry again, I'm super tired. I went to my grandmother's because it's Thursday and I was gonna upload earlier, but I got sidetracked because I started reading a webcomic and I get way too into them and I have to know what happens because almost every other chapter is a cliffhanger and I need to know because drama. And I love drama when it's not mine. Yeah. So I get like that with TV shows too. I have to finish it. I'm still actually reading it because I don't know. There's a lot of chapters, so yeah. And I have to check up like every couple days because I have like 10 comics or more that I'm reading. It's kind of bad, but oh well. So the thing that made me happy today is, I guess, finding another comic that I like to read. The other thing is that today/tomorrow, because depending on time and stuff like that, it is January 29th in Japan, so it's my favorite singer's birthday. I'm really excited. I will do that video tomorrow about all of that fun stuff. Partially because I really don't want to, I don't want to do it, because it's a bit embarrassing for me to geek out like that. Only a select few people have seen me, like, in my concert zone, and I kind of like to keep it that way, but I don't think I will get that, like, I don't know how to, expressive, I guess, because like I've said in my previous videos about how my face is, and you know, sometimes I watch myself and I'm just like, oh man, my face does not move barely. Like, oh, I smile and I laugh and it's just like, otherwise it's like, this is my face. So I don't really, like, my voice can you know, set tones and this and that, but my face is just like, maybe I should just switch to virtual YouTubing and, like, get an avatar and just, yeah. That would probably have more facial expressions than I do. Yay. Yeah. So, I've gotten in trouble for that. I'm not really in trouble, but, like, people have gotten kind of mad, like, how I don't make facial expressions and like my mom said, I don't remember what I said in the other video, but my mom has actually, like, said to some people, like, she doesn't get facialized, like, super ridiculously excited unless it's, like, very specific few things, which includes my favorite singer. So, I mean, who wouldn't, right? So, yeah. Also, I had 3 new kids in my program today, so that was really exciting, too, because I was kind of sad. We did a fall thing. It was like 13 weeks towards the beginning of the school year and stuff like that, and I had 35 kids, somewhere in there, and then we were doing 25 weeks now, which is a lot, and most of the kids that I have now are the same kids, which I did not expect, which has kind of thrown everything off because I kind of just planned on doing a lot of the same and then adding a few little things here and there, or doing big, long projects, because it's 1 day a week. And then all of a sudden, almost all my kids are repeats, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? So I do have a few things coming up for them that'll be really exciting, especially like February break week, which is coming up for some schools. We're actually still doing the program just because, you know, not all the parents have it off and stuff like that. So some of the parents are really excited, and the kids can sign up for extra days. And one of the kids that we had during summer camp, actually 2 kids that we had during summer camp last year are coming back for a day or 2, and I'm really excited because one was here for the fall, and he was like, I'm going to miss this. So I'm really excited that he's going to be able to come back. Yeah. I don't think people realize that the kids really need the social aspect. So I'm not as hard-pressed about, you know, doing the stuff that we do, like, unless they really super want to do it. And sometimes I just let them be social, because, like, that's what they need, you know? I mean, as a kid, I think any kid, you know, that goes to school and stuff, the the things that, you know, they really want to do is just socialize with their friends. I mean, when they go home, they socialize with their friends. But, like, you can't really do that, and it's different. You know, to be able to do it virtually is completely different than in person. So to be able to actually physically talk to somebody is a lot better. Especially, like, I'm one of those people who can talk face to face a lot better than I can, like, over text or anything like that. Just because it's not like not like the awkward pauses and like, oh, I've lost, you know, communication, or like I've lost my train of thought and I'll just get back to it eventually. But I'm okay with silence, I guess, in an aspect, and like virtually I'm okay obviously as well, but I don't know, I just find that I'm a face-to-face or like a phone talk person. Like, I can go hours talking on the phone somehow, and like sometimes I annoy people because I'll just walk around while I do that. I used to walk around my entire house in a big giant loop, and my mom would be like, can you please sit down? I'm like, I can't, I need to move while I talk. I mean, like, if people text me, I text back pretty quick, but I can't do, like, huge conversations unless it's, like, on the computer and, like, Facebook Messenger or whatever, or, like, I used to IM people all the time back when that was a thing, and now it's, like, I don't know, I don't bother people, and, like, people don't bother me. I don't really consider it bothering, though, I guess. It feels kind of bad that I don't check up on all my friends, but it's, like, I don't know. There's a lot of people. I love you guys, but again, it's like the whole, I'm not a huge texter. I did not grow up with a phone. The first cell phone I had, it was when I was 15. It was a track phone, which meant you had to pay for everything. It was like 50 cents a text. This was back when cell phones were like little flip phones with green screens and like no games. Yeah, so, and it was expensive, and at the time, it was like a birthday present with some minutes, and then after that, it was like, okay, you gotta pay for your own stuff. So as soon as it was done, I was like, I guess I don't have a cell phone. And then my mom actually got me some more minutes later that year because a friend and I went to a convention, and my mom needed some way to get a hold of me. And looking back on it, I kind of, like, am really surprised that my mom let me do that. It was just me and a friend, and what year was that? I was 16, I think, and my friend was, like, 17, so it was just, like, us at this con, and that was it, and we just were there together. I mean, we were together, like, the entire time, but it was kind of crazy that my mom just, like, let us go on our own, and da-da-da-da, but, I mean, at the same time, it's really cool. And nowadays, I don't know if I would I don't let people do that. When we go to cons and stuff, we have a buddy system. Nobody goes anywhere alone, especially, like, no people are allowed in our hotel room unless it's, like, actually, no, nobody. Nobody except whoever is staying with me is allowed in my hotel room. There would be, like, the one exception I would say, I guess, is one of my friends I've actually ran into during con, and I'm like, what are you doing here? So he would probably be the one, like, exception, and that's because I've known him since, like, high school and stuff. But everybody kind of agrees to my rules because I'm the one who books the room and stuff like that. I mean, it's not like I'm super, like, it's mostly like, don't let anybody in the room that's not staying here because there's other people's stuff here, and we trust each other, you know, to not do that kind of thing. It's only happened once. I know you're watching. Anyway, so, you know, it's not that bad. Wow, this video is going a lot longer than I thought it would. It's kind of nice, actually, just to, like, spew stuff out on a day when I didn't have anything planned. Actually, we got an email from, I like to go to Otakon in Washington, D.C., and they just sent out an email asking for donations, just because they lost a lot of revenue because they didn't do 2020, obviously, and they're trying to plan 2021, but I think a lot of people are going to say, just skip this year, don't even try planning it, don't waste your time, just plan for 2022. You know, hopefully by then everything will be hunky-dory, or at least closer to being hunky-dory. But the email, it kind of sounded like it was like, if they don't do con this year, they're not going to do it ever again. But I just find that a little hard to imagine. Like, I know it's super all volunteer run and everything, but, I mean, it's, like, the biggest anime convention on the East Coast, and I know they lost a lot of revenue, but, I mean, if you told people, like, hey, we're going to skip this year, but we're going to do next year, like, do some fundraising, like, they did t-shirts in 2020. I bought one because I don't miss the t-shirts ever. I like buying the shirts because I like shirts. I have way too many t-shirts. You wouldn't know it half the time because I'm wearing a hoodie, but yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I think I've gone on for a bit too long of my rambling. Sorry about that. Tune in next time for more rambling, because that's just gonna that happens every video, and almost every video. Listen to my life story of ramblings. That should be that'll be my next YouTube channel. I'm not doing that. this is I don't know. Again, it's just me blabbering and stuff. So anyway, I hope you are all having a good week. Hope everybody is gonna have a good weekend. I will see you tomorrow. Stay positive.